I don't know why that's my fault.
Because you said you spent all your money on a hammer.
And welcome to the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table live stream. Tonight is our Deadlands Health campaign, and we are going to hop right back in. When last we left our Stalwart Survivors, they had managed to make it to the Baton Rouge Municipal Hospital, where they took out a major big bad who was raising zombies by autopsying. They have since returned to the town of Nouveau Baton Rouge, also known as Red Stick in the apocalypse. Excuse me. And they have managed to rest a night. With that, the heroes now have to decide what they're going to do and where they're going to go. And I will turn it over to said heroes. Not everybody at once, though.
Right. You know, ladies first.
I mean, I do what she tells me, so that's my opinion.
Okay.
I mean, God will take me where I'm needed.
We're going to do some Templar stuff.
I'm sure we can.
Hey, you kids want to do some hood rat Templar stuff?
What?
Sure, man. That sounds cool.
Drink some bubbly fizz.
I already drank some bubbly fizz. You want some?
Good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
D seconds Templar stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Does that Templar stuff include finding new people to help?
Yes, that's exactly what Templar stuff is.
So, I assume you're not going to take Sheriff Brainerd up on her offer to live in town? Then?
We can live in town also. We don't have to stay in town if we're living there.
True.
Well, do we want to take her up on that offer then? I mean, I'm okay with it.
Are we getting free room and board?
You get a free home.
What
Probably
does the
that.
home consist of?
A private residence in one of their restored buildings.
Is there food involved?
But, I mean,
Any that you buy.
she just said, you know, the house.
Yeah. Food's hard to come by.
Get your own goddamn food.
Having a spot that, you know, if we need to rest up, having a guaranteed safe place is not a bad idea.
The Reverend's all for this idea. I mean, if she's offering residence, he'll take one.
Well, the thing is, I'm around here, but I was actually thinking of heading up the river. See, a couple months back, had a run-in with this magic sea captain. He's been after me a couple times since.
A magic sea captain?
Yeah, he's got a big Bahaba accent. And, he does some sort of sorcery, and he's got all these freaky fish guys that work for him.
And who's to say someone in town doesn't need help?
Well, we haven't asked around yet.
That's true, but what's your Dungaree Dave?
Yeah.
Dungaree Dave's got a quest.
What's his quest?
There's apparently an evil pirate captain with wicked fishmen up the river.
No, he's out at sea. I guess he could come this far up, though.
Down the river.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking to get up the river.
Oh, you're running away from the captain. Never mind, that's not really a heroic quest.
No.
That's kind of cowardly.
It's counter-heroic.
I say we kill him. He's evil. Shouldn't be walking on God's green earth.
I don't know how to swim.
Don't fall off the boat.
That's a problem in the ocean. And my hammer is very heavy. And I will sink.
Okay, I mean, if we could take him out, I'd be all for that. He's got a lot of freaky fish guys.
Freaky fish guys. Alright. it, doesn't it?
It's too hot, buddy. I mean, we could go after the guy on the boat.
I think that would take resources we don't have at the moment. We don't have a boat to go after a boat. And the boats here aren't necessarily seafaring vessels. I don't think he wants any. You don't know what you're missing.
Okay. Is there anyone around town that seems to be in need of help?
Oops. Make a streetwise check. As you search about, trying to figure out if anyone needs help.
A 1.
Screw it, we'll get on this action.
6.
6.
Ooh, 9.
And the good Reverend with a 9. No, I mean, you guys have pretty much solved their major problems. You do catch rumors of a group known as the River Rats somewhere upstream. There's always the large crocodiles and alligators.
Are they bothering anybody?
Not at the moment.
Let peace be with them then.
Let sleeping crocs lie. Cool as they are.
Let's see. Other than that, I mean, not a whole lot going on down here in this part of Louisiana now that you guys cleared out a pretty big bad guy.
Well, I mean, the river rats, are they supposed to have a good boat?
Which one? They've got several.
Well, we never found the guy, did we? Oh yeah, we did. We found him in the stack of stuff.
Yeah, he was one of the bodies, the bloaters.
Yeah.
I want to talk to the Reverend and see why was on that mission. Like, how did he get involved? What's his backstory?
Well, talk to him. He's right there.
I mean, I kind of got dragged along we were in New Mexico, right?
Yep.
In the old group, they needed someone to drive a car. One of the other guys that was in it was from Red Stick. Apparently they had weird women tell them that Red Stick was in danger.
Weird women.
Yeah, that's how it was described to me. I don't really know exactly what they meant. I wasn't there at that time.
And what happened to the rest of your group?
Died in Doomy blowing himself up. I'm sure he had good reason. I don't know why. All I know is my 2 places miracle dropped, and as I was getting ready to climb over that bridge, it was a giant explosion.
Well, they sound nice.
The weird women? His dead party members?
I don't know. Isn't that what you're supposed to say about people?
No, you don't say anything. Silence is golden.
Not on that statement, but try again sometime.
What's the sheriff wanting us to do?
She doesn't really have anything for you guys to do.
Okay.
And you guys took care of the major problem. Found out what happened to her recyclers, and then you guys took care of the undead problem coming out of BRMH.
Where's the next closest settlement to here?
Probably 30 miles upstream is a small little place. Let's see. Let me look at these. called Gloomville.
Gloomville, huh? Sounds cheery.
Mosey on up to Bloomville, and
What's in Bloomville? I'm sorry.
it's just the next closest settlement.
How far away is it?
About 30 miles.
So that's what, a day?
Not on foot.
On foot in the swamp, probably like 4 or 5.
How about by
I
boat?
think you guys underestimate how good I am at walking.
Maybe you overestimate how good you are at walking.
How about by boat?
Honestly, with the boats that they have here, no different.
Anyone have a vehicle that we might be able to take?
Sheriff Raynard mentions, actually not Sheriff Raynard, what's his name? The kid, Jake.
Oh, Luke?
Luke, that's it, Luke.
Jesus?
No, not Jesus.
That was a different guy.
Excuse me. Luke mentions that apparently those last folks wrecked a van about 5 days outside of town on foot.
In the opposite direction then.
Well, not opposite, it's 90 degrees off.
Okay, so if you could get their van, that would be some pretty good
where'd
salvage.
you wreck your van?
Well, the road sank and a crocodile tried to eat it, I think. It's at the bottom of the swamp, basically.
Oh, so that's accessible.
We didn't stick around after we killed the croc. We figured it's best to get to a place that has more protection.
I mean,
Squire, you are in control of what we do next.
Excellent.
I am putting that in your hands. Do not choose wrongly,
of course.
or there shall be consequences.
Right.
I shall feed the babe.
Good luck.
I figured you'd get a kick out of that. Especially that last line.
Well,
You go.
I mean,
Night night.
you guys got everything out of the van that you needed, right? So there wasn't any... There's no reason to get it, and I don't think we have the equipment to drag a several thousand-pound vehicle out of a sinkhole.
I mean, if the other container of the spook juice survived, I don't know how uncontaminated it is now sitting in the swamp, but
Barrel of spook juice in the swamp.
possibly.
Well, that sounds like a terrible idea.
Well, I mean, if we need to blow anything else up, we know where it is.
That, of course, is saying nobody else has salvaged it yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially since, Luke's telling everybody.
It'll be okay.
He's young.
Right.
He hasn't learned yet.
No, the Templar thing to do is mosey on to the next settlement to see if they're worthy of our help.
Yeah, I guess if we're heading upriver, we might run into the river rats, and if you guys think you can go after that weird sea captain lizard with a boat, you could take their boat, then we'd have a boat.
Yeah?
Well, what's that sea captain doing down there?
He kidnaps people and then he sacrifices them to his freaky fish guys that live deep in the ocean.
Oh. Can I Academia occult that?
Yeah, same.
Absolutely.
I got a 10.
Yeah, I got a 5.
Let's see where she at. Oh, she's at 7. She got an 8.
Alright. Let me see what the difficulty would be.
Well, I should say freakier fish guys. The ones on his boat are still pretty freaky.
New page in the notebook.
Yes. And yes. So, from the sounds of it, and you haven't heard of these anywhere but in the maze, but, it is the Wasted West, so they could probably be anywhere. Could be something called croakers, which they kind of look like freaky fishmen, or
Okay.
their pets known as the shracks, which look like sharkmen.
Croakers and shracks. How dangerous are they?
They can be, especially the shracks, can be very dangerous. The croakers depends on if you get the run-of-the-mill grunts or if they have a priest with them.
So that's more of a quest we've got to prepare ourselves fully for. How many of these fish creatures does he have?
Well, it's a good-sized ship, I'd say. Maybe 20 or 30 sail with him.
And then the under creatures that he sacrifices to might come to his aid too.
Well, I haven't seen them. They didn't take me that far. Gotta play
Okay.
first.
See, that's what we're gonna call a heroic quest. I've read about those.
Yeah?
So we got to prepare, do other things to prepare for the heroic quest, and then go do the heroic quest.
Ah. Alright. But we need a boat.
Right. We need to outfit a boat large enough to take on a boat of that size, crew it with enough people to fight that battle as well.
Ah, God will see us through.
Well, they say God helps those who help themselves.
Both?
Both is
works.
good.
So you're gonna
Ask Luke or ask around town for the best trail up to, what was it called, Bloomfeld?
no. Bloomville. Bloomsville. Sorry.
Bloomsville, okay.
Wait, Bloom with a B or Bloom with a G?
G. Bloom.
Bloom. Oh, that sounds friendly.
Yeah.
They probably need Jesus.
Or something. We'll see if they're worthy of help.
Well, if not, shouldn't we help them anyways?
No.
What if they're decent human beings?
Then they'll be worthy of help.
Well, what do you qualify as worthy then?
We'll know it when we see it.
Ah. The Reverend just kind of shakes his head and starts wandering around trying to find something else to do.
Alright, when do you guys want to leave?
Probably the next day, that way.
Make preparations and then head out the next day.
Okay. Hey. So, the night passes uneventfully. You have a good night's rest. And you guys were going to accept her offer of a place to stay.
Yeah.
At least the Reverend for her.
It's basically a large apartment. 2 apartments, actually, that they cut a hole in so that way you can go back and forth between them. On the 4th floor above
Oh, fair.
the water in the residential section.
Nice.
It's nice to be able to have a base of operations.
I can actually bring up a map of...
Which I don't think I have anything to stash here at the moment, considering we don't have that much gear to begin with.
So,
I guess I can hand the camera off to, what was his name, the engineer in town, the mechanic guy.
Mr. Tinsdale,
Yeah, that was it.
what the heck is going on there?
Yeah, maybe he'd be able to get it working someday. Could use it for parts.
There we go. So, this is Red Stick.
Oh, nice.
You guys are on 1, 2, 3, 4. So you guys are up on this level of the building.
Okay.
Oh, on Town Square?
Yep. The square itself is actually down here on the 2nd level,
Okay.
and then residential stuff is above. As well as you got the family living quarters, Tinsdale's workshop. You can see how you have to. The sheriff's office is down here,
Yeah.
but you can see how you would have to go
Around.
ground.
Yep.
So, night passes uneventfully, and then you set out on your way. Are you guys walking on the east side or the west side of the river?
Which side is the Bloomsville on?
Luke would have told you it's on the west side of the river.
So we'll be on the west side of the river.
Yep.
Since, we could probably get a ferry over to that side from here fairly easily, and later on we might not be able to.
Alright, so your first day of travel, do you guys have rations or anything?
I have survival swamp.
As do I.
I still have 5 days of rations for myself.
Alright.
Yeah.
As you head out on the first day, gathering food and stuff, go ahead and make your survival swamp check.
Okay. Got an 11.
I got a 5.
Between the two of you guys find enough food to keep everybody fed on the first day.
And then I'll save the rations until we need them.
Okay.
Heading on, setting up camp. That night passes uneventfully. However, the next day, as you guys are moving north, go ahead and make straight cognition checks. Keen applies with none of the others.
There's an ace. 14.
9 for me.
6 for the standard sheet.
So what does Alice throw it?
1d8.
I gotcha. Thank you, Luke.
That's it? Only one?
Yep, only one. No keen.
5 for Cheryl.
5 for Cheryl. Oh, yeah, you're not in the game yet. You run.
Yeah, that's why I said, let me take care of it.
Yeah, but your dice are terrible.
That was Cheryl's dice.
Oh.
He's just going to take Cheryl's dice now. That's all that's going to happen.
Just killer than I can be a Templar. That's how this works, right?
Pick up her sword.
Right.
So that second day of
Nice
travel, everybody gets the sense that you're being watched. Just kind of that itching on the back of your neck, constantly looking over your shoulder, and going into the second night.
Well, second night, if we sense we're being watched, I'll set up some trip lines and snare ropes and stuff.
We doing a watch?
Yeah. Go ahead and make your survival for the second day.
A 10.
Yeah. Okay, there's an ace. 24. 29.
Nice.
Nice.
You guys definitely find enough food. You actually eat pretty well.
Do we get any to get a surplus?
A little bit of a surplus. Enough for another day.
Okay.
And then a survival to set up your tripwire.
Alright. There's an ace. 20.
20.
See, Ben's dice love him outside of combat.
Yeah.
Let's see. That night, profession cook check, 11.
Nice.
We're eating well.
Alright, so we need...
Keep track of group ration here for the surplus that we find. Since my character's a pack mule anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
There it is. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for.
Having a strength of 40-12.
Is that supposed to be winged or an angry cat?
Frogs.
That's it?
Well, I'm not Mr. from the past.
Trying to figure out where you got Angry Cat from. Ben needs his ears
40,
checked.
12 plus 4.
Make a cognition check, hearing based.
Alright. So we got the swamp sounds going. And it starts out as a nice peaceful night. What is your watch order? Since you guys decided to set a watch tonight.
I'll go first.
If we got in a sense of who's good at watching, I mean, I consider myself pretty good.
I'll take second,
All right, I'll
third, and fourth.
Yeah.
third. Okay.
All right.
Who was taking fourth?
Cheryl.
Okay. Susan?
Yes.
Who's going to take third then? All right. Getting more. All right, Armin. Make a cognition check.
Keen apply?
Keen does apply. So would Big Ears if you got him.
I don't. 6.
6. All right.
Was very close to a bust.
Here.
This is either happening on your watch or something just got me before I even got to make the cognition.
You're still asleep.
Alright.
Let's see. What do I have? What are those?
Luckily, it's the guy with the shotgun that can easily wake you all up with a kaboom.
Yeah.
You always love the boom sticks.
I do like the boomsticks.
Alright, so we're going to do this. Swamp. And where'd that go? There it is. Alright. Let me make a quick setup here. Objects. Being difficult. need some heroes. So while the rest of you are sleeping around the campfire, we're relatively close. Gonna light up
Oh, bottle caps. That's cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
makes it easier for you guys to see him.
I like it.
And it fits the apocalyptic theme.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Very nice.
All we need is to move the full one.
Right. I think that might be a copyright.
Pretty sure.
Right.
so this is Armin. That is pretty clearly Susan. And the Reverend, which leaves Dungaree over here with the machete.
Okay.
And need to lock all tiles, lock all animations. And I'll lock that so I don't accidentally pick it up. So, as you're sitting there watching, you keep hearing what sounds like something sloshing around in the mud. What are you going to do?
I mean, I don't see it yet. Pull out a flashlight and point it towards that area.
Okay. As you do. Where did my
We have flashlights.
Yep.
flash here that'll fit it? No. Alright, let me find a good enough figure. But, in the meantime, I can show you what it looks like. That is what it looks like, but it's walking on land.
Oh,
Ah.
does this remind me of?
Well, I'll tell you after you make that guts check.
Excellent. I like his confidence.
Yeah.
After I make that guts check.
Because you're gonna make it.
You may not. I mean, let's be
10?
perfectly honest.
You want to stand at a 10?
Yeah, I'm gonna stand at a 10.
Standing at a 10. All right.
Oh, do you have grit?
Oh no, make that an 11.
An 11.
Thank you. Good catch. Because sometimes that one makes all the difference.
11, 12.
Putting on the bad stuff.
15. As you get a good look at this, what you're pretty sure is indeed a croaker, you go weak in the knees. And you have nerves of steel? I don't think you do.
I do not.
You do not.
Hi, Felicia.
So you turn and run.
Do I at least get to scream?
Roll roll a d4, and if it comes up 1 or 2, we'll say yes.
1.
1. So he does indeed scream, which means everybody else gets a cognition check at a minus
Susan's asleep.
10. Susan is staying asleep.
So is the good Reverend.
Reverend is staying asleep.
Is it
What
with a
is the minus?
Minus 10 for being asleep, unless you have light sleeper.
Yeah, I got a 1. After the minus
Alright.
10. Maybe I should spend some chips
She got
here.
minus 8.
You didn't bust, did you?
No, I did not. I got an 11 minus 10.
Ah. Well, you can spend chips if you'd like. And that's up to you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna throw a red on this.
Red chip means I'm gonna go.
Okay, and that brings it to a 12, which I hope is good enough to hear us sleeping.
What was that?
That brings it to a 12.
A
after my
12.
Second.
After the minus 10?
Yep.
Alright, so you wake up in time to see, and I need. I'll use the aliens for the Devil Knight set. That's going to be the closest. He does not have a pistol, though. This thing has snuck all the way up as you were stumbling to try and come awake. And your guess is that it's some kind of scout. And it is going to get 1 free attack on you.
Alright.
So, it's fighting. Versus your surprise. I love how this new desk makes the dice just...
Right?
Yeah.
It sounds so impactful.
Doesn't it? Alright, so it does strike you.
Mm-hmm.
Lashes out with a... We're going to say... It's hitting you with its bite. Right in the noggin. So it's going to be strength, which is that, plus 3 total bonus dice, which happen to be D4s.
Oh no.
Alright, so there's the strength, and switch that to that. 6, 10, 3 is 13 to your noggin.
So 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Okay, spending 2 white chips.
Alright. And then you and Armin, who's out here off the section that I drew. I'm going to change the grid so we can see it out there. And that is one very unhappy child back there. Alright. You get a quickness roll.
Alright. Quickness. Go, go,
You
go.
are currently prone.
Alright, there's an ace. 10. 3 cards.
Oh, I got a pair. Does that mean I get to go first? Pair of 3s.
So hold on my shuffle.
Well, did I give you good cards at least?
Yeah, I got the queen of diamonds.
There we go.
And
bad.
it's just one of these guys, so he actually gets a quickness roll. Wow. 15. Alright. On aces.
He goes, huh?
He goes on aces.
Wow.
Ace of hearts. This big blubbery creature takes another swing at you.
Alright.
The first swing is going to miss on king of spades, because I heard you say you had queens.
Yep.
He tries to bite you. And that's going to miss. Queens.
Alright, queen of diamonds. I need to make a guts check, don't I?
Indeed you do.
Alright. Let's see how my guts work. Not great, so I'm gonna try ridicule here.
Alright.
Hey, this ain't no bed and breakfast, and I ain't breakfast in bed.
Not bad.
That's a pretty good one.
Are you looking these up over the week? Because that was good.
Nah, I was making that
Ben's
one
really
up.
good at improv.
Yeah, Ben is amazing at improv. When he's
Did
on
you
his
kill me
game.
yet, Nick?
No.
7, okay. I'm
You're
gonna
safe.
I'm asleep.
throw a white here. So 7's the best so far.
I almost picked Sound Sleeper.
Yep. Throw in another damn one of these. Nope, they won't come up anything good, so I'm gonna throw one of my blues.
Ooh, going deep.
Yep, okay, 7 plus 9 is 16.
16. You shake off the fear with your well-timed joke.
I say, was it good enough to get Mike to laugh?
What's that?
Was it good enough for Mike's character to hear him laugh?
He is screaming.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So I'm going to say no. Screaming and running away like a little girl.
Not a true Templar.
That's
He is just a squire.
True.
Yep, a little spire boy.
Right?
All right.
I mean, he's not really little, but
So,
What
what are you doing on your queen?
Okay,
Because I also have same thing he does.
I am gonna stand up and yell to the other two, hey, we got a freaky fish guy! And I'm gonna pull a machete.
All right. Are you going to try and quick draw it, or are you going to...
What is it to quick draw something?
It is
Quickness,
a
it's
quick
a skill.
draw.
Okay, so it's like a d6 minus 4.
correct.
Thank you, Toa47, for hosting us.
Alright, well, I'll see what I can do with that. 5 minus 4 is 1, so I just pull it out regularly.
Yeah, it would just cost you the action.
Okay.
You got any jacks?
Nope,
How about tens?
I've got a 7 and a 6.
All right. 10 of diamonds. He comes in again, and he is going to attempt to bite you once again.
Okay, but this time I got my fighting and my weapon.
Indeed you do.
Ooh,
What is your fighting level?
5, and
And-
machete is defense 1.
All right, so he misses as he tries to bite you once more. And then on 10 of clubs, I rolled a 17 for its on 2d6.
And you drew really well.
Yeah.
I still think I got a pair of 3s. I should have went first for having the highest hand.
All right.
Maybe if you would've
He
done
is
Deadlands.
going to, let's see, you haven't taken an action yet, so you haven't
James,
actually
like-
engaged him.
Is stuck on following
So
rules.
he goes 1, what's his pace?
Rules are weird.
His pace
Right, couldn't we have
is-
house rules?
We do.
Damn it.
You don't get penalties to vigor checks.
All right.
I mean,
So he
we have
starts
stuff that would, like,
Waddling back towards the water as fast as he can. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you hear a splash as he goes diving back into the river.
Yeah, that's right, I'm a hard-boiled egg.
Those of you who are asleep can make another cognition check as he is screaming his lungs out at them. At it.
6.
Minus 10 for sleeping.
-4.
-1.
All right. If only there were somebody with a gun to shoot and reduce those penalties.
I mean, I got actions.
Are you here yet?
Well, on my 7, I'll try shaking these two awake.
All right. Going for Susan first.
Yeah, sure.
She is the
It's her
closest.
squire that's running like hell.
All right.
Hey, your boy's leaving.
It's scary.
So you spend an action shaking Susan awake. Susan, you'll get another cognition check. This time without the -10 because he is physically manipulating you.
13.
13. You wake up.
Hey, your boy
Any
ran away
other
from a freaky
sevens?
fish guy.
6s.
6 of clubs. I'll try shaking the Reverend awake.
So that's 1, 2, 3. And the Reverend will get a cognition check without the -10.
So that'd be a 4.
All right. That is not enough to wake up.
Oh,
Reverend's tired.
Reverend was apparently very tired.
I mean, you took.
Do you have
first
any more
one.
actions there, Ben?
nope, that was all my cards.
All right.
So
So,
it's just
I'm at 3s.
3. The first 3, you get a guts check to see if you can do anything other than run.
That's a 14.
14. You barely made it. You shake off the fear and start coming back.
Yep, shotgun ready.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't see that freaky fish creature anywhere.
All right, where is it?
Everybody's awake, and there is no freaky fish creature here now.
he jumped in the water. Might be getting his buddies though.
Then we should get moving.
Yeah.
It's the middle of the night in the swamp.
We must find a place to ambush them then.
I mean, if we're awake and ready, we already
I love
have
the animated trees.
fire here.
Nice. That looks really good.
There we go. Put you guys where you belong. It's on the letter you belong on.
Oh.
All right, so how are you guys going to handle this then? Stay up the rest of the night?
Well,
Here's,
I mean, did it do any damage to anybody?
He's got a few scratches. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to give you a win. 3 win.
okay.
I'm assuming you can make that bigger check. Just don't.
Yeah, I got 48.
Just don't bust.
Yeah, pretty much don't bust. Roll a 3 or better.
Yep. Got 3 or better. Specifically 7.
All right.
And the wind will come back.
Come on. Okay. So, a few minutes later, the wind goes away. You guys haven't heard anything.
Combat's over.
Combat is over.
So that's one of those croakers you were talking about.
That was indeed a croaker. And they are ugly.
Yeah, just wasn't expecting it out in the middle of the night. You said they were way down south.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it this far upriver.
What? You just come in.
It is. I haven't gone and said hi yet.
probably.
I want to shoot the dog. Quit grinning at me.
Most people find that endearing.
Well, we got fire, we got... might set a few more snares if they come in from the river tonight.
I fixed it.
Build up the fire more.
Say that again?
Build up the fire a bit more.
Okay.
Maybe set a couple a little closer to the river so we get some more visibility out towards there.
Yeah. And the rest of the night then, Midas, that's enough, buddy. The rest of the night passes uneventfully. And then you get back on the road the next day.
Uh-huh.
Let's see if anything fun happens there.
Yeah, maybe travel a little further from that river.
So we'll go
Try
this.
to-
Not too far.
And my bag's right there.
And this.
I'll move it back if you need it.
Survival for this day. Okay, there's...
Oh, hello. That zoomed in a lot.
Ooh. 24 plus 9 is 33 survival.
All right.
Nice.
What about Armin?
Armin, Got a 5.
You guys find enough food to keep you guys moving forward.
Any overages for this day?
Yeah. You're starting to build a halfway decent stockpile.
Just basically another extra day of rations for the group. That works.
Oh, pardon me. Alright. You get on the road the next day. Passes uneventfully. And keeping the same watch schedule?
Yeah.
Maybe 2 to a watch this time?
There's only 4 of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the watch schedule?
First,
I was second.
second, third, fourth for you.
Okay. That's fine.
Alright, and that night,
Okay, let me set up some snares here.
that passes uneventfully.
Okay, well the rolls are rolling up then.
Since we've got a couple of days of food built up, do we want to not take the time to scavenge as we're walking and just put miles down?
Yeah, that might be good
For
to do
2
for
days?
a day. For 2, yeah.
Kind of push yourselves hard.
Yeah, we'll push this one since, walking and survivaling at the same time pretty much cuts your speed in half.
Mm-hmm.
We'll use 1 day of our rations that we've built up and push for the day
Alright.
since we have a surplus.
Trying to
in
do
case
kind
we
of a
get-
forced march or just...
Not necessarily forced march, just not taking the time to scavenge food as we go.
Okay.
Think walking through the mall with me. Speed.
So a forced march.
I mean, if that's what the boss wants.
I mean, grocery shopping with me.
See, I meander at the grocery store.
He has long ass legs. You really think he can meander?
Depending on the time. If I have a list, I can be in and out of Aldi's in 7 minutes
Damn.
Fair.
and buy week's worth of groceries. Now, if I don't have a list, there's the problem. That turns into a half-hour, 40-minute trip.
Ooh, let's buy this and this and this.
If I'm out of the grocery store in under an hour, it's a feat. Because I like to weave up and down the aisles and look at all the foods.
My favorite aisle at Aldi's is the aisle James refuses to let me go down.
The special finds.
Mm-hmm.
There's always
Because
something
we'll be there in
nifty.
an hour.
Right, because there's always something nifty.
Always something.
Alright. So, as you get through the 4th day without any trouble, you set up your watch for the 4th night.
Survival checks to set some traps, which may or may not matter.
See what it is. You guys need a survival check.
All of us?
Yep, survival swamp.
Alright.
You have points, so you get to roll your die, but you still get the -4.
So I do 2d8 minus 1.
20.
10.
15.
Oh, it's not a 10.
I'm up to 24.
Apparently that's not a
Nice.
very good one considering.
29.
Harley, your pie's there, don't forget. Unless somebody else ate it.
And the best samurai set was an 11.
Let me see what's coming.
I got a 23 with a -4.
Wow.
Two
Let's see those.
successes and a 7. -4.
Nice, 4
Just
times.
there's been conversations.
We need to keep it interesting for the viewers.
6, 7, 8, 9. Die. Alright, that night, you guys get a good old-fashioned thunderstorm.
Yay!
With your survival checks, you guys are able to take enough cover that it doesn't completely drench you. And you had enough warning time with the, 23? Or 29?
I had 29.
29. You had enough warning time to get yourselves to cover. Whoops. And things move on. Morning of the 5th day. You guys start walking, following, and see if anything happens.
We'll gather our rations then, since we're down to only 1 day of surplus. I got a 10.
So did I.
For survival? Let's
Survival
go.
swamps.
Yep.
Oh, so I can do my. No. 3.
Probably just enough to make it through the day, no surplus.
Yep.
All right. Round about 2 in the afternoon, you guys round a bend in the river, and then suddenly you see a small shanty town.
Oh,
As you're approaching,
Disguise check before I start approaching.
sure.
Got to make sure they're worthy.
Susan,
Yeah?
are you disguising yourself?
Nope.
Walking in with your tabard on full display?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but okay. Then never mind.
Is that wrong? Like,
No, I mean,
I'm
you just
proud to be a Templar.
you just don't cotton to the idea of hiding what you are.
Why should I?
And in Simon's viewpoint, you should hide what you are so you can judge whether someone's worthy, but you seem to
can
take the
judge them.
viewpoint of, I'll help them.
I mean, Simon is amazing. However, we can have different opinions.
Indeed, and he encourages different opinions.
So I go
Unless
start
it's
to
anti-Templar.
disguise myself. You're like, no. Oh, okay.
If you feel like you must, go ahead.
No,
I put no shame on it.
I'm following your lead.
I mean, she does tend to attract the lion's share of attacks because she wears her tabard.
Right.
Alright, so you guys stroll into town, and as you're approaching, you see a small sign driven into the ground next to the trail that says, "Welcome to Gloomsville," and welcome is spelled W-E-L-C-U-M, the number 2, and some kind of atrocious spelling of Gloomsville that you really just kind of have to sound it out.
Gloomsville.
How many O's are in it?
Apparently, these people can't.
No O's, one U.
Glumsville.
Gloomsville.
I mean, the gloomy are kind of glummy.
Most of the huts are pretty ramshackle. They're made up of scrap metal and wood. There is one building in town that is, it looks like it's an old, I know you guys have seen this like out in rural areas where they have a building that's just all cinder block.
Mm-hmm.
There is one of those. Everything else around it is like pallet houses with corrugated sheet metal.
Oh, so
Tack
like
onto
in,
it.
what's that movie? District 9.
Right.
Yeah, very similar, yeah.
Gotcha.
That's such a great movie.
Are there people moving around?
There are indeed people moving around.
And they're actual people, not fish monsters.
They are actual people, yes.
Okay.
However, the vast majority of the people you see, and this is a big sorry to those of you from Mississippi and who are Cajun, but they look like your stereotypical, they got 10 teeth amongst them.
Did you just apologize?
I did.
Who are you?
No, he said he's sorry. He didn't apologize. He said he was sorry.
But there might be 10 teeth amongst every 5 people.
All right.
They speak in a dialect that you can barely understand.
Okay, different from Creole then.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you understand that?
Yes,
He does.
that's my native language.
It sounds like these guys could have once been speaking Creole, but they've bastardized it even more.
Okay.
So they're speaking
Impressive.
Bubonic Creole.
Creole.
Not necessarily.
speaking Creeish.
A couple of them look over your way and they look shocked. And then they run off and they start gathering people and they all sound excited. And one of them comes up and with a passable English, hey, welcome to Gloomsville. Wow. It's not often we get more than one new person in town, much less 5 in a day.
There's only 4 of us.
Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3,
No,
4.
look at his hand.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh.
Well, thanks. You're welcome.
Can we buy you a drink? Got any stories to tell?
Well, sure. I think we've got some.
I got a couple.
Well, follow me.
I look at Susan and kind of gauge her reaction on this man.
I have no strong opinions towards him.
Alright.
He leads you up to that single cinder block building. Looks like at some point it was a garage, but the smell of backwater moonshine, the kind that just burns your eyebrows off when you get within 10 feet of it, just pours out of there.
Will this batch make me blind, moonshine?
You're questioning that. I hate to say it, but that image does not look as good in 4K as it does in 1920 by 1080.
Yeah.
It loses a lot. I know it's because it's an old image, but
Right.
Shane, we need a new image. Something up to date.
Right. Yeah, just a quick note.
Alright, so he leads you in, and inside you see got your stereotypical bartender. He's probably the fattest of the town, standing behind there, and he's wiping out the glasses.
That sucks.
You're guessing the saloon gal that looks like she's old enough to be any of your moms, and she's wearing fishnet stockings with the cellulite just pouring out of them.
Yep.
And don't laugh, I have seen that.
So have I. Unfortunately.
And
Oh, a
Some of the
big
shots in the
C-section
back of
star
the slum.
too? Or-
Yeah.
I've been at EMS too long.
Oh, there's it.
Well, I mean,
And
they have
of all
fun
the
so much
things,
after the tornadoes
no
hit the
one
base
else
strip.
there, I mean, you see a few locals, but no one else there seems to notice that there's one guy that just stands out. Everybody else seems to think he belongs, but you guys notice immediately he does not fit in.
How?
Well, he's nicely dressed, well, semi-nicely dressed.
Nicer dressed than most.
Yes. And he's got his hair, full head of hair slicked back. Looks like he put about 10 gallons of hair grease on it to get it to smooth back. And he's sitting there and drinking probably the moonshine. And he's got his chainsaw hand sitting, or buzzsaw hand sitting on the table.
His hand is a buzzsaw.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Like
His
a
left hand.
circular saw?
Yeah.
I wonder if he's any relation to Dr. Bonesaw.
Maybe?
Well, that's not good.
I don't know. I've never seen him before. He definitely stands out.
Well, the last guy
Guy
we
we
saw with a
killed?
saw in the hand tried to kill us.
I mean, fair. I mean, I doubt he's related. We could go ask him.
He doesn't look anything like the last guy. He doesn't have the reflector embedded in his head or the mask embedded in his face. And the eyes don't match.
Huh? He's definitely got an interesting story. Wanna go talk to him?
I'm waiting on what Susan does.
I mean, what's he doing?
Drinking.
He's sitting there drinking. And you're pretty sure he is drinking this swill that they're calling your guests they're calling moonshine.
The Reverend's going to tell the tale of his last party and the heroic ways they saved Red Stick, just to get that out of the way.
Okay.
Okay, entertaining the crowd.
So you're immediately going to, as you guys go in, start into the tale?
I am.
All right.
We got a 6 for Telltale.
And the guy who led you in, he's interpreting. And every once in a while, slow down, let me tell. What are the rest of you doing while the Reverend is doing a
Gaining the trust of the people.
so telling?
So telling.
I would like to sit back and watch Mr. Buzzsaw.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get a glass of moonshine. I guess, what do they take for payment around here?
Yeah, they won't take any of your payment.
Okay.
At least not for the first one.
Alright.
Well, shoot, buy the first one first. Die to take all your stuff.
Well, how's it taste?
Make a bigger check.
That bad, huh? I got a 7.
A 7. You are pretty well lit. And your vision has gone from your normal vision to tunnel vision. Everything around is black.
Ooh.
And after a few minutes, he's trying to get it back out of his stomach.
Yeah. The Reverend sees this and decides not to drink any of the moonshine.
I feel like I need to tell a joke about,
The evils of drink.
better out than in. No, drinking isn't evil. Is it?
Drinking?
No. I mean, drinking to excess could be, but
I saw him have one. He's just weak-willed.
Stomach.
The mind is willing, but the flesh is weak. Something.
I thought it was the mind is willing, but the flesh is spongy.
you know what would make your mouth taste better?
Bubbly fizz.
Bubbly
Some
fizz.
bubbly fizz.
Yeah. Save that for a special occasion when the
Bubbly fizz.
when the mouth is not pre-coated with disgusting. So, but pop a can of Coke.
Did you save any Coke?
Yeah. I've got 19 cans of soda that is not Dr. Pepper. No specification as to what is bubbly fizz. Yes, I'll have a Coke here.
Bubbly fizz is its own brand, like RC Cola.
Okay.
Is
All
this
right.
telling a story to the town?
Yeah.
Yep.
How's that story go?
Yeah. Why don't you tell the tale?
So,
I'm going to take advantage and run
It's
to
a
the bathroom.
story.
no. Bad Cheryl. No. Don't even
Another
remember.
ADD line.
No, I'm not singing this shit.
Who drove the
I don't care
van
how-
into a sinkhole?
No, I was going with
Then
the saving
Gator
of Red
came
Stick.
out and
So-
tried to kill them.
We're all sitting there. We're all just kind of hanging around. We hear the guard bell go off. Realize people are attacking the town. Well, this kicks everything off. We find out that the river pirates, as we're coming into town, have actually decided to attack the town. While me and the group, we all go out to the water, take him out. This one guy, Ansi, is a doomie. Was a doomie. And I say a quick prayer to all the fallen comrades. And,
I saved the Coke.
what?
Not.
Your other
Susan.
character, yes. But as it's going along, we find out that the town's been invaded. Well, that's coming from these river pilots, and we need to figure out why the dead are coming. As we start heading upriver, trying to find out where these dead have come from. We'll find the boat, Maroon. It's a nice overpass above it. From the sounds of it, it might have been where the USS Kidd was. Was, I say, because unfortunately that is no longer a thing. We get on the boat, we go in the middle of the night trying to figure out what's going on with this place. Got a couple things we need to figure out before we head back to town. Take out the, was it Gator? Yeah. Take out Gator. Well, I go down, just kind of scouting it out as God's will has let me be in two places at once. And as we're going through, all of a sudden, I no longer have that connection to my second person. So, I decide it's best to head down and see what's going on myself. As I'm getting rigged up, I get rigged up, get ready to go over the edge and get down to the boat. And next thing I know, there's a nuke that has blown up right in front of me, along with all my comrades, along with the boat, and a good chunk of the water was blown away until it flooded back in. But they're with God now, and Red Stick is safe for another day. That'll be the end of the story for now. Just kind of like that 1,000-yard stare as he's remembering it.
So, this new feller here walks in the bar, and he's telling this story.
Yep.
It's such a depressing story, FYI.
It really is.
And
You're trying to lighten the mood, not
I wasn't trying to lighten the mood.
Debbie Downer, everybody.
I'm going to not even finish my swell, and I'm going to throw it at him and say, I've heard better stories about 12-year-olds. And I'm going to ridicule him.
Jesus.
That's nice.
Yeah.
18 to ridicule him. As I throw my cup of swill at him.
Opposed ridicule.
What is that under?
Smarts.
Okay, well, let's see what happens.
So I just chucked the rest of my swill in his direction.
4.
Yeah, he makes you feel about this tall.
Ah, nice. The Reverend climbs up real quick and just walks out of the bar.
And I'm just sitting here over in the corner, laughing it up. The townspeople joining in, laughing.
They look confused. Like, why would you throw a good drink like that? Confused.
Fair enough. So I see the preacher man leave the establishment.
Mm-hmm.
Old Mr. Dave is up checking.
Are they worthy of help?
And I see her Templar Carlos out right in the crowd, and I'm assuming his as well.
I don't have one. I'm just a squire.
Squire.
Okay.
What are you seeing me doing?
You wearing your Templar Carlos out right in the crowd?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a problem with it?
No. I'm just laughing at the preacher man who just left and just kind of scanning and just looking at all the new folks that came in. I just got arm laying on the table, the chainsaw attached, sawed-off shotgun laying on the table in the reach of my other hand.
What's your deal?
Huh?
What is your deal? You have an issue with my traveling companion.
His story sucked ass.
Just because it sucked doesn't mean that you have to ridicule him. You could get up and leave and go somewhere else.
Man,
You didn't have to spill your
as
drink all over
I
the place.
go like this with my buzzsaw hand and kind of give it like a little bit of not necessarily like a tip of the hat, but kind of like a pseudo salute. As I kind of reach up like this and then put it back down. It's like, man, all due respect, I was here first.
You're the one with the problem.
And here comes the party fight.
So about this time, you're probably somewhere towards the middle of town, I'm assuming.
Well, I mean, the bar is in the middle of town.
Well, outside of the bar, not looking in, right?
Yes.
Okay. 2 places. Gonna pop up where I remember him standing as the 2 places. So let's see what happens with this.
You looking for what, Har?
I'm busy losing my life.
Be a 19, so that is well within the range for 2 places. And as the second me pops up in the bar, explain
Just
to me.
appears.
I look at the guy with
So
the.
you're here right next to me?
Yep.
Jesus shit!
No, that's the power of God. Disappears again. Just for that stunt. Then I'll walk back into the bar.
I'm very confused. What are we doing?
The power of God.
And then I look back over at the Templar.
I feel like I'm playing with Wyatt.
I'm just out here drinking a soda. Wait, how's Wyatt play?
Gets an idea in his head and just does it no matter what consequences there might be.
Yep.
Good description of Wyatt playing.
Yeah.
I love you, Wyatt.
So, as he appears and scares the shit out of me, and then immediately disappears, I look over at the Templar.
Don't even start.
Let me, as I'm,
No.
let me apologize for my transgression with your friend. Meanwhile, I'm using my buzzsaw hand. You can imagine the gestures that are coming with it,
Yeah.
Right.
but it's just a flat blade just like moving back and forth.
Boys, enough. Alright, throw them out.
When you've been around as long as I have,
Just throw them out and leave them out.
sometimes we forget that. And as he's kind of, not necessarily like welling up, but just thinking back, sometimes we forget what it means to be human, to be a kind person.
You don't know me the apology. You need to go talk to him.
And he did walk back in.
Yeah.
Did you come over and hear him apologizing to me?
I mean, I would have probably gone to you, so yeah. It's understandable. This world is turned to hell. It's I always turn the other cheek, and I'll offer a hand to shake.
Which hand are you offering? Are you left hand dominant or right hand dominant?
Right hand dominant.
Okay. Then I'm going to take my right hand and hold it out and kind of give like this really reluctant straight.
You know that's his poop wiping hand.
God, I hope so.
The Reverend just kind of why? Why would you have to bring that up?
Just letting you know, like,
So you see what I'm dealing with in this party.
Again, like I said, I apologize.
Is your brother a doctor, by any chance?
I doubt it's the same guy.
My brother's been dead for years. Hundreds.
I don't... Okay. Huh? No, the reason we ask is that the last guy we came across with the saucer in hand
So
tried to kill us.
8 to occult to see if I know why he would have said 100 years, hundreds of years for his brother's death. No idea. crazy. Yeah.
Might be a bit loco.
I kind of like mentally log it as okay. There's no way that's possible.
He's been drinking the moonshine. I don't
Lots of
necessarily. Okay, so your brother isn't Dr. Bonesaw. Good.
Well, I mean, if it was, we would have had told him to kill him. But yeah,
I mean, he was making undead, so
yeah,
I think killing him is a public service.
it is.
Probably should have told that
Should've just
story.
done
It's a much better story.
Probably shouldn't have told him. Yeah, that's good. I told what I told.
So what brings you guys all the way out here?
So,
For me, seeing where God takes me and seeing who needs help.
we just kind of saved
Breadstick.
Red Stick.
Oh, they're doing all right down there now?
Now, got rid of Gator. It was, you heard.
Yeah, I haven't been down that way in a while.
And someone was making dead down there. I'm dead.
They're re-deaded now.
So that's the first I'm hearing of that. And he's kind of trailing off in his thoughts again for a moment. Yeah, I haven't been down that way since what happened in New Orleans.
Well, there's apparently a captain who has some fish people. We saw one of those, too.
Yeah, I've come across a couple of those.
Well, how long you been here?
A couple of weeks at this point.
Anything going on here that needs help?
I've just been mainly keeping it myself. Townsfolk are pretty nice. They've been putting me up. I've been taking care of some of their pest problems.
Oh, then
What kind of pests?
In the middle of a swamp, what kind of pest do you expect?
I don't know,
Assuming
like
giant gators is one of them.
creatures that come out of the water,
You know,
In
giant
the middle of the
rats,
night.
gators.
swamp
Anything.
creatures.
well, they've got things handled.
Yeah.
I guess we can move on.
Yeah. Where's the
It's
next
nice meeting
closest
you.
settlement from here?
Next major settlement? Or next minor settlement?
Next closest.
The friendly guy says, well, let me think.
He's going to point back to Red Stick.
He's gonna point back to Red Stick.
Well, I mean, there's. Well, I don't know if anybody lives there. There's the old Black River place. It's up the river about 5 miles or so.
It's that close and you don't know if anybody lives there?
No. When you try and approach, those big metal things get all kinds of angry about it and shoot.
Describe these big metal things.
Well, Patsy, my old wife, she used to call it a dildo. I'm sorry, ma'am, but it looks like a big, tall dildo with 2 guns on it. And he's looking at you like,
Are we talking just dildo, or are we talking dildo with balls?
I thought you were gonna ask if it had a rabbit on it or something.
a fine lady like you shouldn't be talking like that, but without the balls.
The
So
Reverend has
these
just
are like on the head then?
just kind of done
Yeah, the
this
guns are
like
up near the head.
This
Okay.
is not. The Reverend is just like trying to ignore the whole conversation at the point. now.
Reverend should be very knowledgeable about these things.
What kind of Reverend do you think I am?
Catholic.
Wow, Cheryl. Wow. This is a good one. Not Catholic.
Let's see how many people we can offend tonight.
Yeah.
Well, we're on
We're on a good roll right now.
Cajuns, Mississippians, and Catholics. So I apologize to any Cajun, Mississippian Catholics out there that are
And
listening
if you're all
tonight.
3, sorry.
Yeah.
No, I was
yeah.
apologizing to like the one that could be all 3. I mean, there's a warning that this isn't explicit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as he's explaining of these robards,
Gundos?
I'm going to
I like gundos.
stand up, sling my sawed off over my shoulder, and it's throng. And I'm like,
Are we gonna go check out the...
why didn't you tell me there's the problems up that way? And I'm kind of just vaguely pointing in the direction.
If you don't go there, it ain't a problem. You don't get shot at unless you go there. So it ain't a problem.
And I'm just going to kind of like, not necessarily like roll my eyes, but kind of give him like this look like, well, you're not wrong.
Might be something wicked up there. Devil's work.
I mean, it is Black River.
Fair.
Are there black hats?
I'm sure if you scrounge, you could find a black hat.
Which direction is it?
Upriver.
Upriver, probably 5 miles or so. When you see the big old willow tree, watch out. It bites.
The willow tree bites?
Literally?
Bites.
Fights. It's kind of like karate chopping with my buzzsaw hand.
Oh, the willow tree fights?
Yeah. Welcome to the hell swamp, son.
Knowledge.
Is that an academia cult roll for fighting trees?
That would be an academia cult roll.
I was to say I don't know what to roll, but
all right,
I
let's
want to
see what we can do on this.
see if I know any more
that's
about
a
that.
bust.
It's
I
a
got a
redneck
4.
tree.
7. What'd you get? 4.
8.
8.
I am still recovering from the moonshine.
None of y'all have any idea what kind of willow tree fights.
Sounds interesting.
That's the.
I mean, we've got a couple of axes. We
I
can
mean-
cut down a tree.
Sounds
Oh,
like
no,
my
no,
kind
no, don't take no axes near that thing. It gets all kinds of mad.
I said, it sounds like my kind of fun as I'm holding up my buzzsaw hand.
This is going
And
to be an interesting.
y'all know to watch out for the gulpers, right?
The what now?
The gulpers.
What are the gulpers?
Big catfish swim up, catch you off guard, and gulp you down.
Are we,
You need to be
do
careful
they
of those.
walk on land?
No, but you're going to be close to the river. Ain't you ever seen a walleye set a trap? It'll set something out. It'll catch its prey. And when the prey comes down to get, like, say, a nut, like a squirrel going to get a nut. Never mind, you don't look smart enough to understand this. Good luck.
What up?
Thank you for your hospitality.
Yeah.
God bless you all.
Is there anything you need taken care of before we head out?
I mean, you could always have a drink, but your friend seems to be doing all right with it.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't drink.
Simon frowns upon it.
I'm currently abstaining until I reach my knighthood.
Simon who? Like
Simon says.
the machine?
Yeah.
I'm sure the Reverend has heard of Simon at this. So like
Yes. These guys look like they don't see very many outsiders whatsoever.
My daddy.
He's more staring at her than anything else.
Your daddy?
Father-like figure.
Do you happen to have any weapons or ammo for trade?
I mean, we got our pig stickers, our boar stickers.
Spears?
Make stickers. He pulls out a knife.
Oh, okay.
Looks homemade.
I've got those. Thank you, though.
Well, I mean, y'all aren't going up there to Black River, are you?
The Reverend looks at. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Eli.
Stand my hand out again. Ash.
Ash? You need help killing things in that Black River?
Might as well head up there. Sounds like a
guys
good
down for
time.
I am still outside.
Okay. I look at I look at Susan. Want to join? See what we can find up there?
That's where I'm going.
And that's where I'm
Alright.
going.
Well, let's go find the other guy.
All right. Does anybody have academia history?
No.
Okay.
I got occult and zoology.
Well, you can attempt an occult roll with a -4.
All right.
I can try to
Yeah, I'll do the same.
That's a double Ace.
11,
I got a 6 total.
11 minus 4 is 7.
3,
What is that?
0.
Academia
Six.
Occult -4 for your
Let's see.
substitute on
Not
all
much history.
There's parts of your memory that's a little fuzzy.
-1.
-1. All right. So, you guys get back on the road. You start heading north in roughly the direction.
Okay, I guess I'll make my introductions to Dr. Buzzkill.
Say, that's funny. Reach out, shake his hand. Ash.
Dave. Dungaree Dave. Mighty glad you're a righty.
And I'm kind of thinking, does he have renown or anything like that? Did you take renown?
No, I didn't.
No.
Okay, that's why I was trying to figure out. Name sounds familiar, but
About half an hour later, everybody can make a sight-based cognition check.
Alright. Yeah, only got a 9.
12.
7.
15.
2.
So, Armin and Ash, you guys notice as you look off to the left, away from the river, looks like there's a building over there that's been overgrown. Probably, 10 yards or so in length. Old busted out glass windows, and then on the other side of it you can see a canopy of some sort that's up high. All of it's been overgrown with the swamp life. So it's covered in ivy and moss and all kinds of other stuff. And Ash, you notice that there's a sign on the far side of it that you can barely make out an S.
Are we checking the building, or are we going to keep going? Because I just assumed that she saw it, because if I could see it, she could see it.
I'm going to point out the building to everybody else.
Oh, yeah. Is there a willow tree next to it?
No. The willow tree.
Well, there's no less than Black River Railroad. It wouldn't hurt to see what the sign says.
Alright.
You guys all want to walk around and at least get a look at that sign?
Yeah, I'm going to. How's the terrain around the sign? Is it kind of like swampy mess? Or is
Yeah,
it-
the swamp is pretty. It's really taken over in this area.
Okay,
so
so it's
you're
very-
walking through about 5-6 inches of water.
That's not too hateful.
No. As you guys get around on the other side, you take a look before you can get around to the front side of the building. And you get a look at the sign once you got a more clear line of sight to it. Everybody go ahead and make a sight-based cognition.
Yeah, only got a 7.
Buzz.
11.
16.
14.
11, 14, and what did Dungaree Dave get?
7.
7. Minus his drum tone. Well, everybody who got the 9 or better, that says S-Mark. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Yes, I know.
Yep. So,
Shop smart.
yeah,
Shop S-Mart.
let me check it out.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, it's so close to the town that it's probably been picked clean, but I'm sure we can try to find something that they've missed over the years.
Gonna head in and kind of scrounge around.
Yeah, why not?
All right, go ahead and make scrounging checks.
6.
6.
11 minus whatever the penalty is for drinking.
We're gonna call it 4 for now.
Alright, 7 then.
Gen Con die gives me a 22.
7. And that was defaulting.
All right.
Nice. Did you bust again?
No, I rolled a 5 that time.
Oh. Oh, you don't have scrounging.
That's her Black's job.
Is it?
On her dog robber, apparently.
All right, so make your way in. You guys scrounge around. All right. Underneath one of the shelves, Armin, you find an unopened but mostly soggy box of Twinkies. Who else had higher than 9?
No, not higher than that. It's 7.
You had a 17.
You have a 17.
No, 16.
16.
No, 14.
It was higher than 9.
It was higher than
9.
You managed to find a pair of bolt cutters
Ooh.
back in one of the freezers.
All right.
And let's see, we had the 7, and then we have the 5. What did you have down there?
7.
No.
Oh.
7.
Ash, 7, 7. Hey, Susan, you see something in here that you never expected to see.
What's that?
Across one wall, it looks like everything has been cleared off of it, and not even the moss or anything's growing up on it, but it looks like somebody did a little tag work. They graffitied one entire wall.
What's it say?
It doesn't say anything. It's more of a like kind of a caricature, monstrous looking thing.
Have I ever seen something like this before?
I mean, in your travels, I'm sure you've seen graffiti.
Really?
Yeah. Pretty certain.
There's always graffiti.
It's just, the only thing that's really odd about this is it looks like somebody's cleaned it off so it can be seen.
I'm going to point it out to my fellow companions and ask them if they've ever seen anything like it. Not graffiti. The
Like-
image.
Yeah, the caricature. Well,
What's
I
it look
guess-
like?
Kind of like an octopus. Kind of a caricature octopus.
Is it wrapped around a boat?
No. It's you're turning around to say something to your friends, and they all turn and look, and then they all get this look of abject. Everybody except for Susan needs to make a guts check, because you guys see tentacles come out of the wall, and at the end of each of these multicolored, like spray painted tentacles, are mouths
Oh God.
full of jagged teeth.
Oh, there's lots of aces.
Nope. No aces here.
There's
It's a
another
painting.
ace.
Indeed, it is a painting.
34.
26.
Ooh, got some high numbers out there.
I got a 6, so I'm gonna try a joke here.
Trying to make a joke? What's the joke? Make it good.
Okay, I guess I see these mouths coming out. I'll go. Ah. Dogger shot, quick man?
No.
Wow.
No.
Okay, so I got a 6.
We were looking for something related to hentai.
No.
That's why if I had my fail, I had mine dice ready to go with that one.
So mine was a 15.
15. Alright, so fear level is 3. Who are my 14s and above? Alright. So it's just
me.
you guys heard him try and crack a joke, and unfortunately his voice cracked at the wrong time. This is going to be 5d6. Ah, you got lucky. 12, 15. You go weak in the knees.
Alright, -2.
-2, you're going to take 5 wind and a vigor check, and it's time for you to... Do you have nerves of steel?
Nope.
Time for you to run.
Okay.
So we're going to do this one, Theater of the Mind. It
Alright.
lashes out
Bigger check. Succeeds.
and strikes her from behind in the... right in your noggin. You feel something just
I have my helmet on.
lash right... Ooh, good. That's probably good. Latch right onto the back of your helmet, and it tries to punch through it.
It's an 81.
Yep.
It's proboscis.
So you hear a hissing noise as this thing slams into it.
Is there a cat?
Nope. And let's see, strength.
It's
plus
when I found a Twinkie.
this.
I'm not in Tallahassee.
On the plus side for you, no aces. So that's 7, 13, 14 to the noggin as it punches a hole right through your motorcycle helmet. And then we'll go to quickness.
So that's 1 wound then?
2.
What size are you?
I'm 6, but I have an AD of 1.
Well, I reduced its damage die type.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a negative number, it's a positive number that you have. And it has armor piercing. Did you take any wounds?
No.
Take 5 wind and a vigor check, and then...
I'm assuming our wind all came back.
Yes, your wind is back.
I only get 1 card this time. I rolled shit.
Its quickness is not bad.
84 quickness.
You said vigor, 2d8. I'm looking for a 3 or better, right? I got a 4.
Alright. Let me know when everybody's got their cards.
Oh, you need cards.
I might need some more D8s. I'm gonna have to go buy some more.
Here we go.
Oh, perfect. There's 8. That's exactly how many I need.
Wow.
Everybody got your cards?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright. Aces.
Nope.
No aces. Kings?
King of Diamonds.
What are you doing on King of Diamonds? Right now you're more than 10 feet away from it.
Okay.
Or more than 3 yards, I should say, because we are playing in yards rather than feet. What you gonna do?
We're gonna start a battle hymn.
What you singing today?
Oh, let's see.
I got the joy.
Just for the hell of it, that one.
Where?
So that would be a That's one thing, so you guys can get the we'll just give you the plus one, the ignore 1 wound penalty.
You reach out
Alright, that's awesome.
for the Lord's power.
Yep.
You praise His name, and then you get a momentary flash of you using a miracle for something petty. And the power slips from your grasp.
This is petty?
Damn it.
How's this petty?
This isn't petty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
What he did at the bar
What he
was
did at the bar was petty.
Yeah.
The Lord giveth,
And the Lord taketh away.
It's a righteous and vengeful thing.
All right.
That was not
So that was
symbolism,
any other
but-
kings?
So my next blessing.
No
I'm
queens.
I have Queen
Pastafarian.
of Spades.
Queen of Spades?
It's right there at me, right?
It is right in reach of you. You have your back right to it.
So,
You gonna draw your great sword?
yes.
Quick drawing it?
Yeah.
Make your quick draw check.
15.
You successfully quick draw your great sword, yanking it out of the thong on your back.
And,
That's got a chafe.
Yeah, sure.
you develop calluses after a while.
It's good
What you gonna do?
Is there just one or
Appears to just be one big painting across the wall that now has multiple tentacles starting to reach out.
are they close enough I could?
Guts check, because you haven't made one yet. You are close enough that you could strike either the tentacles or the painting. If you make the guts check.
21, 22.
22. It's a little unnerving to see a horrifically animated piece of graffiti, but you shake it off. And what are you going to do with that fancy greatsword of yours?
Does it seem like attacking the painting would do anything?
Maybe?
Is that part moving?
Yes. Everything is moving now.
I am going to. How many tentacles are close to me?
Right now it's got 4 tentacles sticking out.
All within a swoosh. Let's do
Yep.
that.
This thing takes up about a 10 foot by 10 foot section of the concrete wall.
Okay. I'm gonna fighting swords,
Yep. What are you attacking? The painting or the tentacles?
the tentacles.
Alright. You swing your great sword around, trying to hit one of the tentacles.
7.
7 is... That is going to be a miss. Alright. Any other queens?
And I have to hit to follow through, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Just making
Jacks.
Diamonds.
Jack of diamonds. What
Shot.
is the squire going to do?
Shotgun at the wall.
Okay. With Susan there in between you and it?
Well, I figured. You said it's 10 by 10.
10 by
I could-
10, yeah. I mean, it's a shotgun, though, so
Yeah.
you always have a chance. Go ahead and make your shooting roll.
Well, I'll move up next to her to avoid hitting her.
Moving up into the melee range of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a squire. I'm not smart. I'm pretty sure I'm more scared of accidentally shooting her than I am of tentacle monsters. That's a bust.
A bust.
Yeah.
Alright, let me think on this for half a second.
Oh, no, wait. More than half.
More
Never
than half.
mind.
Is it exactly half?
It was exactly half.
Okay.
That's a 5.
That is a 5. Is that with the +2 for the shotgun shells?
No, that's a 7 then.
So 7 is a hit. No location required. However, 3 levels of armor. So it goes from 5d6 to 5d4 to 4d4 to 3d4.
That's 7 points of damage.
7 does nothing more than chip some of the concrete. Alright, that was, what was that, jacks?
Yep.
10s.
I got a 9.
Alright, 9s.
9 of spades.
9 of spades.
Alright, so I see this wobbly tentacly monster picture coming out of the wall. So, give me me occult to see if I know what's causing that?
Yeah, I mean, you can try.
5.
No clue.
No clue.
Dark evil magic.
Alright, and then we are going to let out a little bit of a battle scream as Samson activates.
Alright. Your Samson system kicks in.
And as you see, all of a sudden, my muscles start bulging out. And it looks like my clothes might be a little bit too tight.
Do you get a Calliope popping out of your back?
No.
And how close am I to this thing?
You can get into melee.
I can get into melee?
You're going after the wall. After the painting on the wall, you're going to go after a tentacle.
What's the difference between them? Like
The tentacles are coming out of the wall, and the painting itself is on the wall.
Yeah, what's the distance between them? Like the
They're-
edge of... I can just reach them?
Yeah, you could reach any of them.
Alright. Well... we're gonna have to... Would you say powering up the buzzsaw would be reduced action as well? Or would that take a full round with the Samson?
The Samson takes a full round to power up, right?
Okay.
But you could power it up at the same time,
Okay.
I'll say.
So I'll do that. I'll have Samson running and then the saw spin up.
Alright. Everything starts to power up, and that was 9 of spades to 9 of hearts. 9 of diamonds?
No diamonds.
9 of diamonds.
Alright. The Reverend's not exactly sure how that happened the last time, so he's going to give it another shot.
Okay.
I'm going to go with... Let's go with Amazing Grace this time.
Okay.
See what happens with this. And that would be an 11.
Still nothing.
Yep. Nothing's flowing. Gotcha. Alright.
Usually it's only a temporary thing.
Right.
Humility should help.
Should have taken that whole,
Conscience.
yeah, the edge that actually warns you before you do something that goes against.
Yeah, that's getting added onto the list.
You can only buy that one at character creation.
Ah, damn it.
Alright, so that was 9 of diamonds. Any other diamonds?
Reverend Horton hates sketch so much.
7s? 6s? 5s?
I think we have...
I think we
I have
have
a 5 of hearts.
5 of hearts. 5 of hearts it is.
Sorry, my job is messaging me.
Ooh.
Don't they know it's game night?
They don't care.
They should.
They should. Yes.
I'm gonna write a letter.
I still have to pay attention for
Strongly
another...
worded letter.
Huh?
Strongly worded one.
Yes.
I still have to pay attention for another 15, at least till 9:15.
You got that gold name tag now?
No, we don't have the gold ones there. We're going to
Well, your manager.
A 7 doesn't do it.
That's great.
7 does.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Are you sweeping at the tentacles, you said?
Oh, a 9.
Still a miss.
Did you have your favorite weapon bonus?
10.
Still a miss.
11.
Chess piece has been released.
I don't know what that means. My chess
Any other
piece?
5s? Your chess piece. You let
I'm
go
not
of the
playing
pawn.
chess.
Okay. Any other 5s?
4 of hearts.
4 hearts it is. Now somebody's got the spade.
No.
I'll take
Another-
silence as a no.
Shotgun to the wall. Oh wait, you moved up to the wall, didn't you?
Yep.
Alright. Let's move up to the wall with the hammer then.
You're gonna drop the shotgun.
Yep, dropping the shotgun, quick drawing hammer as I move up.
All right.
Or attempting to quick draw hammer. We're gonna drop the hammer as I busted on that again.
Hammer
All
ends up
right.
behind you again.
Hammer goes. It's gonna land
Man, if only you were worthy.
3
you
yards
just call it
away.
to your hand.
Right. Well, I'll be going to go fetch that next
Anybody
turn.
have any threes?
Spades.
3 of spades.
And I am running.
Running like a little girl.
Yep.
You do get a guts check after your movement.
Okay, let's see what that result is. It is a less than a 0 after my penalties.
Alright, you can't ridicule out of that one.
Yep.
Where? Oh, you got
Any
a
cards
2?
left?
3 of clubs.
3 of clubs.
The Reverend drops to his knees and just starts repenting.
Starts
Just-
repenting.
Begging
Alright.
for forgiveness.
Yep.
Begging for forgiveness.
Dear Jeebus.
Alright, so we're coming up on 9 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and take our break mid-combat
No!
at the end of the round. And we will be back very shortly. We are back. Switch back to the correct view. And they already rolled for their quickness rolls, so we're going to hop right back in. I did not roll for
Still gonna
Beastie.
drive tonight.
You would?
I still
24
gotta drive
plus
tonight.
4 is 28. So it gets
Also been
5
up since 7 and
cards.
haven't had much to eat.
Well, you want a sausage?
Not good.
Alright.
I had breakfast.
Who has aces?
I have an ace of hearts.
You have an ace of hearts? You go first.
Alright.
Did you pick your chip?
Oh yeah, Black Joker.
Somebody drew Black Joker?
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, what is the ace of hearts going to do? You're on your knees, you've been praying.
We're gonna stand up and draw my knife.
Drawing your knife. You going to do it as an action, or are you going to try and quick draw it?
We'll try and quick draw it.
Alright, make a quick draw check.
Would a 9 do it?
A 9 quick draws.
Alright, and then we will move up to the closest tentacle and attack.
Make a fighting knife check.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like, what, 2d4 or something for you?
Unfortunately.
Oh,
5.
5 is going to be a miss.
Yep.
Alright, ace of diamonds. It is going to reach out, and it's got 4 friends in close. Where is its fighting level? With a draw-in of that. I'm going to move my paper so that way everybody can appreciate the sound of the number of dice.
Ooh.
Alright.
Oh.
Susan, what is your fighting level plus your sword bonus? Plus your chosen weapon bonus.
Fighting 5 plus what?
Plus your defense bonus on the sword,
That's
and
6 plus.
plus 1 for being your
7.
chosen, so a total of 12. That's going to miss. Then, it's going to lash out at Ash. Ash, what is your total?
9.
9 plus the 5 is 13. No, 14. It's going to hit you right in the stomach. Do you have any armor there?
AB plus 2.
AB 2. So that's going to go down to strength, which is that. And then I'll reduce the bonus damage by 1 step. No aces on the strength. There's 5 plus 8 is 13, 14, 15 plus 5, 20 to the guts.
20. So that's what, 3 wounds?
That would be, what size are you?
6.
Be, yeah, 3 wounds.
I will take all 3.
Taking all 3.
Yep.
Alright, so
You should do
does,
the guts.
yeah, to the guts. It does not hit any of your systems. And it still has another attack that it's going to throw at the good Reverend.
And does it feel like I'm in danger now?
Yeah, definitely does.
Alright, Berserker triggers then.
Okay. 22 to hit the Reverend.
Yep.
Gonna hit you. What's your fighting level?
2.
So that's 7 plus 1 for the knife is 8. So it got 2 raises on you. It's gonna put it right in your gizzards. You have any armor in your guts?
I got -4.
Minus 4.
Armored
So
duster.
this is gonna chew right through that. Your armored duster won't protect you from this,
Gotcha.
because this has actual armor piercing on it.
Damn.
Shit. Alright, so is the highest on strength. Thank you. And 9, 18, 21 to the guts. It's 3 wounds.
We'll soak him.
Soak them all.
Yup.
Alright. You'll take 2 wind and a vigor check. And nobody else is in melee range, so its last tentacle is going to go after... Oh, it's going to go after Susan, because it didn't hit her the first time. It is not going to hit her the second time. Just missed her.
I busted on my vigor check.
You are stunned.
That's what I get for using my miracle.
Where's your god
pettiness.
now? Where's your
Where's your
god
god
now? We're fighting a tentacle monster. This is when we really need God.
Alright, so all my mental stats go down by 1 die type, and all my physical go up by 1 die type.
Alright.
Oh,
Damn.
Any more aces?
that was all aces. Wow. My next card's a
I
jack.
have a 10.
Anybody got any kings? How about queens? Alright, jacks.
Clubs.
Running to pick up your hammer?
Yep, going to get my hammer. And then
Okay.
moving up to the wall.
Up to the wall.
I have a pace of 12.
Yeah, you can do that easily. Any other jacks? 10s.
Charles got a 10.
I have a 10. Diamonds.
It tried to hit you twice and missed both times. What you doing?
I'm gonna try attacking again.
Okay. Let's see.
10,
Feel free.
11, 12, 13.
13 is a hit. No raise. As you strike.
Do you need the location?
No.
The
You were
tentacles
swinging
on the
for a
top
tentacle,
one.
right?
Yeah.
Location.
So damage is strength.
It has 3 levels of armor.
So D10, D8.
No, strength doesn't go down.
Oh,
Bonus dice. So it starts at what, 3d6
yeah.
to 3d4 to 2d4 to 1d4. Strength plus 1d4.
20.
20. You take a sizable chunk, and as you hit it, it appears to itself be made of concrete. The tentacle does. Any other 10s?
Did it hurt my sword?
No. 9s?
Hearts.
Also 9 of hearts. What are you doing?
I'm smashing the wall.
Attacking the wall itself. Well,
Yep.
it goes after first Susan and misses, then Ash and misses, then the Reverend with a target number 5 because he is stunned.
Yep.
Let's see, it's 32, so that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And what'd you get?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I was waiting for that nonsense to end.
Oh, you can go ahead and roll.
I got a 11 to hit.
11 is a hit. Hitting the wall.
D10, D8, D6, D4, and strength.
Yeah, strength is the big one.
Yep.
3 levels of armor.
Yep.
Okay.
Knocks my D10 down to a D4.
So it looks like 9.
7. Womp, womp, womp.
Oh, do you get more
Does not do.
Huh?
Oh, favorite weapon though, does that?
Oh, 8.
He does not yet get the favored weapon bonus.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Then-
okay.
Because he's a squire.
yeah, then 7.
Okay.
I didn't think I got that.
Reverend,
Yeah.
24 to the noggin.
Oh God. Okay.
That's 4 wounds.
Yeah, I know.
That's for you, Mike.
I heard it.
And then the
Sorry,
last
get-
attack. Ooh.
But I can't play too much because
Sees.
we'll get muted.
Right, we're in
Yeah.
the middle of a game.
Because we're in the middle of a game.
Right.
Yeah, we don't want to get muted in the middle of the game. 17. How many did you stop of those?
Stopped all of them.
Alright, so you'll take another 5 wind. And then it hits you again. It smells blood in the water,
Yep.
striking you in the guts. No effective armor there because it has armor piercing. So,
What if I just sing it? Is that okay?
yeah.
No.
Oh, you guys are so supportive of me.
No, it's really not. You'll get muted for that too.
17 to the guts.
So 2 wounds.
Yeah.
It smells blood. And it's
So
going
good.
after the weakest member.
The one who's been around the longest.
At this point, yeah.
That's why you're weakest.
Soaked it.
Yep.
1 win.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was 9 of hearts. 9 of diamonds. 9 of clubs. Oh, let's see. The only one who's heard it has been her.
Me?
Yep.
I've got 3 more cards to use, but
Alright, so it's going to do 1 against Susan. That's going to be a miss. 1 against Ash, because he's got a buzzsaw. It's going to miss. The guy with the hammer, Armin. What is Armin's fighting level?
fighting's 5, and then the hammer gives a 1, so that's a 6 bonus on top of my.
Alright, so target number would be 11, and it hit 11 exactly.
Oh joy!
It's going to catch you in the upper chest. Do you have any armor there?
Nope.
Alright, so it's armor piercing against unarmored. That's 10, 14, 17, 23, 24 to the guts.
Can I throw a card to try to dodge that?
We're
With
good.
fighting? Yeah, we're gonna. Huh?
Oh, you'd use fighting rather than dodging.
Yeah, use fighting.
Oh, well then, yeah. I'll spend a card to avoid that.
Try to avoid that.
He will avoid that.
Oh no, that's a 4.
Alright,
So I'll soak the 3 wounds.
alright, so that's it. 3 of you, and the last attack is going to go against the Reverend. Where's my last one?
That's the
There it
nice
is.
thing about having that many cards.
Ooh. And 22 against the stunned Reverend. 3 raises. My plus 2 is 15, 16, 17. This is going to be into your guts. Over. Just by 1 die because it's fire versus unarmored. And that's 9. Plus 10 is 19. Plus 4 is 23 to the guts.
Trace more wounds. Trace more wounds.
We're gonna soak it again.
Alright. 1 wind. And I would say vigor check, but you've already
Yeah, I've already done that.
busted that.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was 9 of spades, or clubs, sorry. Any 8s? 7s.
Hearts.
7 of hearts.
All right. We are going to be digging that buzzsaw into that concrete wall to try to get rid of this thing.
Okay. Does that thing have armor piercing?
Nope.
Okay. There's
There's an ace.
That's a metric ton of D8s.
14 to hit.
14 is a hit.
Alright, that's D10s. And you said it's got armor value of 3.
Correct.
Alright, so we are at 4d12 plus 6 for the strength and 2d4 for the buzzsaw.
Okay.
So, plus those 2.
I don't think that'd be very comfortable.
And weapon damage explodes as well, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, so 17, 20, 24,
What did Nick say?
27.
What did it say?
27.
He dropped the 2 dice and he said,
I don't know. It's been
Fuck those two.
It roars in pain.
I said that doesn't sound like it'd be very comfortable.
They're small.
Alright, what card was that?
7 hearts.
Any other 7s? 6s.
Don't you have a 7?
Oh yeah, I've got a 7 of clubs.
7 of clubs. See if you can make that guts check.
Well, we'll see. At a -6. Well, there's a couple of aces.
Woo!
So let's see. I guess with the penalty, it's a net -5. So 11 minus 5 is 6. I'm
Not
still running.
Enough. He is running.
It's close.
Yeah.
Closer.
Closer. Alright, 6s.
The Reverend feels like this is not a fight he is
Well,
capable of
he needs to
handling.
break stun.
Yeah.
So make a vigor check.
Yeah.
If you beat it with a raise.
Let's
You can
roll
act.
through D8s. Let's see what happens.
What's your highest wound level?
I don't have any wounds right now.
Alright. So 3 is your target number.
So you get roll an ace, get back.
Oh, here we go. Ace. Yay. 10.
10. Alright, so you break stun and you're able to act. Are you choosing discretion?
Yeah, we're gonna go with discretion on this one, and
It doesn't want you to run away. Make an opposed fighting check.
alright. This is gonna be bad, right? Let's see what happens. Three.
It keeps you in the game.
Yep.
You are not able to break free.
It does not want me to finish playing with it yet.
It is not done eating you.
Nope.
Alright. Then we're going to go to, let's see, that was
Oh,
6s?
6s.
5s.
Diamonds.
5 of diamonds.
Try this whole hammer thing again.
Alright.
You got whole hammer.
Stop. It's hammer time.
Let's try those 5. There we go.
Oh, nice.
23.
That is a hit with 2 raises. Not that they do anything on something that has only 1 hit location.
I mean, I'm using a big hammer against a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Gorbachev, bring down that wall.
Right. 11 damage.
11. Alright, that was 6s.
That was 5 of diamonds.
5s. Any other 5s? 4s.
Spades.
4 spades.
Also, again, hammer time. That's a 9.
9 is a miss.
Against a wall? Wow.
Yeah. It's got a fighting level of 6. You're attacking its fighting level.
Fair.
And you do see the painting moving out of your way. And
Right.
Okay. 2. Any
I
other
think-
4s?
I think we just have a 2 of clubs on the table.
3 of clubs. Let's see. We'll call it a 1 and 6. Yeah. Alright. It makes its first tentacle attack. And it misses the Reverend.
Woo!
And it makes its second tentacle attack. Oh, there's an ace. It hits the Reverend with a raise.
Ooh, okay.
In the right leg.
Yep. No armor there.
5,
No natural at least.
7. This might not end well.
I mean, I think he's become the big leg reverend.
Right.
26 to the right leg.
Alright.
It's only 4 wounds.
Yeah. It is.
Did you take him? Or did you stop him?
We're gonna stop him.
Alright. 3 wind. And third attack. That's gonna miss. Wow. Dice are like. Oh, there's an ace. There's an ace. 5 or 2. So 17 is a hit with 2 raises. Right in your gizzards.
Yeah.
This thing doesn't like you.
No.
He's the one it's weakened the most, so that's why it's going after him.
It apparently
It is
dislikes
a-
your god.
Predatory.
Very predatory creature. However, 9 plus
Does that make you the alien?
11,
I think so.
20 to the guts.
Okay. Yep, we're gonna have to take it.
How many wounds was that?
3.
No, it says 3.
You take a 13 damage. Or 13 wind, sorry. And does that put you unconscious?
Yeah, because...
You're counting back up already?
Yeah, I'm already... That's that. Yeah, I'm at negative 10 right now.
Negative 10 wind. When you hit your wind max again, you
Yep.
take a wound to the guts.
Gotcha.
And it wraps its tentacles around him as he's slumping to the ground. Alright. Deuces.
That's you.
Is that the Reverend?
Yeah, that's the Reverend.
Alright, so that card goes away because he is unconscious.
And a Black Joker, so
Black Joker,
Shuffle
so
time.
shuffle and then deal.
Alright.
It's
alright, let's just start a new
Alright, I
round.
get 1 card.
You got a 5, right?
Yeah, but I've got a bunch of penalties.
Oh, right.
Because he's still running.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I get 2. 1, 2.
No cards.
Bust! Well,
Because I moved away from D4s to D6s.
Alright.
any jokers?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay. No one has the jokers?
Nope.
Aces.
I have a queen.
King of Hearts here.
King of Hearts. It has a hold of the Reverend and it's pulling him towards its maw that has formed in the
In the wall.
in the wall.
Well, I'm gonna aim for the tentacle that's got the Reverend.
Alright.
10.
That is a miss. That was kings, correct?
Yep, King of Hearts.
Queens, spades. It pulls the Reverend in, and it's going to use drink.
So I'm muttering something about stripping the flesh and soaking the wound.
And his gizzards, as its maw lashes out and starts eating him. It still has the tentacles wrapped around him. Wow. 8, 14, 15, 16 guts.
It's only 2 wounds.
Yep.
Well, you've already got 3 of them.
That would put you 5 there.
Exactly.
You're dead.
Yep.
Unless somebody saves you.
Oh.
Take 1 off.
Oh, thank God.
I have leadership. Doesn't that do something?
Not for wounds,
You
no.
can give action cards away.
1 wind.
Alright.
You're already stunned and unconscious
Yup.
as it's trying to gnaw your tender insides out.
Juicy vittles.
Indeed.
I mean, it's one less round. Fight for that later. Come on, right?
What?
Nothing.
Sorry, I had to refresh the video and it turns the volume back up for some reason.
I hate when it does that.
And it's pausing again on Facebook. I don't know why.
Weird.
That is
Wacky.
weird.
It's copyright issues. Somebody had to play a snippet of a song.
Facebook typically doesn't care about that.
I've
It's
seen
YouTube and Twitch.
I've seen Facebook. Some people stream some really illegal things on Facebook.
There it goes. It started back up.
Pay-per-views.
All right.
This guy streamed an
So
entire
that
UFC
was
fight pretending
Queen
he
of
was
Spades.
playing
Queen of
it
Hearts.
as a game.
Queen of Diamonds.
I have Queen of Hearts, I'm sorry.
Queen of Hearts.
I was thinking about what Mike just said. So one of these things has the Reverend.
Yep.
4 of the tentacles have the Reverend.
I'm gonna try to sweep him.
All right.
The Reverend?
Yep.
Oh god. Now I'm really gonna die.
Blast.
I look forward to your next character.
Right? I always do too.
It is Deadlands. So.
I mean, yeah.
15 to hit.
15 is a hit, but no raise.
And I'm down to 2d4
2d4.
Plus
my
strength.
strength. $19.
19. You barely chip that one's strength roll to follow through.
8.
You followed through. Roll to hit.
$13.
13 is a hit, no raise.
$11.
11. All right, strength to follow through.
$7.
7 is a miss, and that's where you stop. All right. That was queens.
Queen of Hearts.
Any other queens? Jacks.
So what's our highest card?
She's got a 10.
You guys have a 10.
Yep, I've got a.
All right,
We have a
10
10,
it is.
7, and a 3 right now, so.
So the 10.
Cheryl.
I'm gonna try it again.
All right.
$8.
8 is a miss. All right, then I heard a 7 was next.
Yep.
I am still running away, and I'll attempt a guts check and probably fail. Yes, I fail.
He has such, what's the word I'm looking for? Reliance on his dice rolls.
I'm gonna say someone's gonna be getting Nerves of Steel soon.
Well, gotta get chips to do that.
Right?
You guys have earned chips. Some. All right. What's the next card?
3 of diamonds.
3 of diamonds. It has no cards left this round.
Okay.
So you going after the tentacle, or you going after the?
I'm gonna try to sweep the tentacles.
All right.
Alright.
Because that +2 to hit might help. 13.
That is a hit. Damage?
$22.
Alright, strength roll to follow through.
9.
2 wounds that you cause, so you follow through. Make your next attack roll.
I should be using that.
What's that, Nick?
11.
11, you
Miss.
barely hit it.
Oh,
What's that do?
I can pitch one to draw one.
and
Does
then
out, draw the black joker.
13 on that damage.
Okay. Strength roll to follow through.
Bunch of pretty middle.
9.
9, you successfully push on through to the third one.
11.
That is a hit, just barely.
That one is taking 24.
Okay. Strength roll to follow through.
Because I can get all tentacles and the wall, but 7 on that one.
That is going to be a miss.
Okay.
Okay.
Finally.
Any
Yeah,
other
that's
action cards?
Nope. Table's clear.
Quickness rolls.
So get these down.
Yeah, I have 1 card.
2.
One card.
It's a 3 of clubs.
No cards.
Black Joker is drawn. Red Joker is drawn.
Both sides get a check.
Oh, wait, I don't get to act again.
Hooray!
You're so berserk, you're doing nothing.
Right?
I'm just muttering to myself.
I'm gonna get them biscuits.
All right. Any aces?
Would the Red
Would
Joker
the
like
Red
to go
Joker
first?
like to go
Yeah. Would
first?
the Red Joker like to go
The
first?
Red Joker would like to go first.
What you gonna do?
I would
Boys are
like
home and you're
to.
lonely.
How are these tentacles looking? Are they chipped up at
They're
all?
all chipped up quite a bit. Actually, yeah, all of them are chipped up quite a bit. The painting appears to be slightly more chipped up.
I'm gonna go after the tentacles again.
Okay.
But probably not with a 11.
11 hits. Barely.
Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna lose this one. Oh, I'm gonna take that. So,
So I can just see this. You got 3 people standing up in front of the wall with tentacles coming out,
12.
latched around the 4th person, feeding it to the painting. And y'all are just swinging wildly.
12.
12?
Pretty much.
All right. Strength roll to follow through.
Reroll. 6.
That, you only caused 1 wound, so
That followed through?
that followed through. Its size is 10.
10 doesn't hit, does it?
10 does not hit.
You favored weapon bonus? Or sweep bonus? Oh, man.
I rolled a 7.
Not going to use anything else with it.
not gonna have a chip to it.
She's got saints, too.
You didn't write down what my saints did, though.
No, but you got the book right there.
Do you know how awful I am at looking things up?
Do you know how awful she is at reading?
Math teacher, not English teacher.
If you use a white chip for Elgato, it gives you a +2 to any nimbleness-based skill. Or +4, sorry.
Where are the saints?
In the saints chapter.
Towards the back here.
So you're saying basically use Elgato to get you a +4.
Yeah. If you
It's
throw
in
a white, you get a
the-
+4.
Not in the martial section.
Martyrs, rewards and relics, archetypes.
Hold on, I'll tell you the exact page.
69.
Dude.
Giggity.
We're gonna get us banned.
That won't get you back.
No. Being sexually explicit will not get you banned. Playing
No.
20 seconds of a song that's under copyright will.
Yep.
Okay.
As long as you don't show boob.
Huh?
As long as you don't show boob.
There we go.
Yeah,
Right.
don't you
No
believe-
female
Look
presenting
around
nipples.
86.
That was close. Let's reverse the numbers.
What if you were to sing like Weird Al's "Don't Download This Song," which he wants you to?
Still copyrighted.
Okay.
But if Ben wants to LARP his singing of hymnals, that is perfectly allowable because there's no copyright on those.
Right.
Indeed.
14.
14 is a hit.
If I could actually sing.
I mean, everyone can sing. It's just the
I'm not
ability
good at it.
well.
9.
He's a
And
speaking creature, not a
strength roll to follow through.
9.
9 is going to be a miss. However, you're still on the same round. How long does that last? Let me see. I think it's your faith in rounds.
No, it's just.
Is it
auto
one action?
roll.
Okay. Alright, so that'll stop there. What card was that? I lost track.
It was a king or a queen, because I have the Jack of Hearts
Okay.
next.
So, Jacks.
Jack of Hearts.
No, it's Red Joker.
Oh, that was Red Joker.
That's Red Joker.
Yeah,
That's right. Aces. Kings.
we're still down to my Jack.
Alright, Jacks.
All right, let's try this whole hammer time business again. Swinging for the fences. 12.
Hit, no raise.
That is 12 damage.
12 damage. The first tentacle falls off the Reverend.
Yay! Swinging through. Strength check.
Target number is 5.
Well, then I've swung through the first one.
Alright, next attack.
Next attack is an 11.
That is a hit, just barely.
12 damage.
Alright, strength check, target number is 5.
We've got an exploder, so it's going through.
Alright,
Don't even need to
Attack roll.
waste time at it.
hitting the third tentacle.
That is a 12.
Alright, you hit damage.
We're at 13. 16.
Target number 5 to follow through.
Got it.
The fourth tentacle.
Switch out. 12.
Hit, no raise. Damage. Or sorry, this is the follow through.
20.
20, that's 2 rolls. Now the follow through, target number 7.
Because I'm following through into the wall. Or how many
No.
tentacles are there?
There's 4 tentacles in the paint.
Right.
You're
This is,
following through into the wall now.
yep. And we've successfully followed through.
What'd you get?
10.
Okay. And your attack roll against the paint job on the wall. How does that sound? Graffiti.
We're at 25.
25 is a hit with a couple of raises.
For 10 damage.
10 damage. It's looking pretty battered. Alright, so that was Jack's.
Yes.
Any 10s?
Diamonds.
10 of diamonds. The graffiti and one tentacle is down, the other 3 are pretty beaten up, and the graffiti itself is looking pretty beaten up.
We're doing the same thing again, this time only 4 rolls, because I don't have to make 5.
Nice.
Knock on wood that all of them are good. Bust.
Bust! Ooh. It releases with one of its tentacles as you swing and yanks the hammer out of your hand.
That's fair.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if someone was hitting you with a hammer, wouldn't you try to take the hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be a little bit mad about it, actually.
So that was 10s? Any 9s?
I think we got 7s on the table
7.
here.
Alright.
We got 7 and 3.
It used
Three.
one of its
Huh?
tentacles,
So 3. Yeah, it's a 3. Okay.
so it is going to try and chew.
Is it going to hit Armin with its own hammer?
No.
It's going to hit Armin with the broken D-Lock.
It's good.
And the Reverend falls to the floor as it goes bust on his strength check, trying to chew into him.
I wounded it to the point that it.
Yeah.
Let go of my
All right,
friend.
that was 8. Any other cards?
7 of spades.
7 of spades is who?
Me.
That would be Susan.
You're gonna sweep again. You're gonna target. What you gonna do?
How many tentacles are left?
3 tentacles,
And none of them are holding him.
and then the graffiti itself.
I'm gonna sweep
Starting with tentacle and graffiti.
tentacle.
Okay.
10.
That is a miss. Alright, any other cards?
3 of clubs.
Ben's trying to break
Three
his
clubs.
run-ins.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I do not.
And he keeps running. Actually, I'll say at this point you've stopped running because you can no longer see it. But you're not going back anywhere near it until you pass the guts check.
Okay.
Quickness rolls.
Can I get a quickness?
Oh,
Now, see,
there's
that's allowed.
aces.
Parry.
9. Oh, minus 6 is 3, so 1 card.
Give me another one. I'm using the lighted. That's even worse.
You should have kept with that one.
Alright, anybody with the red joker?
No.
Aces.
Queen of Hearts
Kings.
is my best.
King of Diamonds.
3 of spades.
So it took my hammer?
What?
It took your hammer.
Is it still holding my hammer?
It's still holding your hammer.
5 to it too.
They kind of wrapped around, and it's still got the mouth on the end of the tentacle free, but it's got the hammer wrapped up.
Well, I'm just going to spend an action to draw my other shotgun.
All right. So that was kings. Any other kings? Queens.
Clubs.
Hearts. I am going to go up to the door and attempt this guts check, which I fail.
Okay. Queen of diamonds.
Clubs.
Queen of diamonds.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. It is going to try, because you caused some serious damage to it, it is going to try and hit you with 2 of the tentacles and Susan with 1.
Thank God. I still have Fight and Brawl in 5.
Yeah.
Hits you with 2 raises on the first one,
Ouch.
right in the guts.
Of course.
Well, that's the most commonly hit area.
Right.
You have no armor.
None. About to start wearing cinder blocks, because, man.
Right?
15 to the guts. Then it's going to swing at you again.
Soaked.
That one's going to miss. And then at Susan,
Gotta wait for him to...
that is definitely a miss. That was 8 of diamonds to 8 of clubs.
Queen of Clubs, you mean?
Or Queen of clubs, sorry.
Alright.
This is...
Let's, plant the shotgun and shoot.
This is... Alright. And... It missed all 3 times again.
Let's see. Is
Because I had
planting the
Queen of clubs as well.
Is planting the shotgun fighting brawling?
It is a fighting...
Oh, that's right. Brawling.
Brawling check.
Thank you. I'm better at that. Not as much, actually. That's, Well, I get a +2.
What are you
instead of
planting the
9.
shotgun against?
The wall.
The wall itself? Okay.
Yeah.
I say, yeah, don't bust on that.
Spinning a red.
Ooh, I like that.
That'll bump it to an 11. 9s were missing, but an 11 has been
11
hitting.
is a hit. 66 to 64 to 5d4 to 4d4.
Yep. Well, we're already at 14. That's even 20.
Even 20, and it collapses in on itself The concrete tentacles fall apart, and the paint itself looks like somebody trying to wash it with alcohol.
Oh yeah, alcohol works against paint, doesn't it? As Armin has 3 jugs of alcohol on him.
3 jugs of isopropyl alcohol. They would have done 3d6 massive damage.
It's the first time I've came across a paint monster.
Alright.
The boss lady was swinging her sword, so I was swinging my hammer.
So the Reverend lies on the ground, unconscious and
Unresponsive?
bleeding.
No, it's a problem for a Templar, I think.
He's been down for 2 rounds. What's your highest wound level? 4?
Yep.
So that'd be 2 more wind each round, so another 4 wind.
Is combat over?
Combat is over.
Okay.
You guys
Oh,
gonna
Nick,
try
you
and
finally had a card.
stop his bleeding?
Yes, I will attempt to stop the
I'm
bleeding.
not smart enough to stop his bleeding at the
Can
moment.
I lay on hands in?
Yep. That won't stop his bleeding, so you can start laying on hands while he attempts to stop the bleed.
I have bandages.
How do I lay on hands? I forget.
You make a faith roll, adding your lay on hands level,
10.
which I think you took lay on hands at level 5.
21 medicine general.
All right, he stops bleeding.
9, 14. Don't I get plus something?
You get your lay on hands level.
Just the level? 14.
So 14, target number was 11. All of your wound levels go down by 1, Reverend.
Sweet.
And it takes her 15 minutes of doing this. While she's doing that,
I need to take 1d6 wind.
you take 1d6 wind, 5 wind, and you eventually shake off the fear when you heard the death scream.
Alright.
Anyone else needing lay on hands?
And while she is doing that first one, because it's going to take you like 10 minutes to heal him, everybody else who's in there can make a cognition check.
I'll gingerly peek back around the corner and attempt a cognition check. Yeah, not looking too hard. That's just a 5.
16.
7.
Armin, you notice that down in the moss and everything underneath the graffiti.
That's my D6.
I was wondering whose that was.
Who's what?
That was his pink D6.
Who was it?
It was underneath the bench over here.
Frickin' cats.
You notice that there's the butt of a shotgun, and when you pull it out, it's going to need cleaned up and everything and oiled. But there's a Saiga Mark III semi-automatic or automatic shotgun. Not semi-automatic, automatic shotgun. And
Well, I use shotguns.
indeed you do. No ammo in it though. No usable ammo. The ammo's ruined.
Right, but I've got shells.
All right. So with that, you guys found a pair of bolt cutters, a Saiga Mark III combat shotgun, and a box of Twinkies. What?
Why are you looking?
Because you're my daughter. I'm allowed to look at my
Don't count
daughter.
how many cups chocolate. What?
Life with a 17-year-old.
Okay, I'll write down some notes on this giant octopus drawing monster.
Dark substance.
Probably have to get most of it from you guys.
All right. Gather up the stuff. You tend to your wounds. And then you guys make your way on. The rest of the trip is relatively uneventful until you get within sight of the place. That's when you notice that guy wasn't lying. I mean, they're tall cylindrical objects that have a round knobby top and what look like chain guns slung underneath them with some kind of sensor on the front. And that is where we'll pick up next week.
Alright.
Bum bum bum.
Everybody, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Hope you guys all enjoyed. And Our next live stream is going to be Saturday night. It will be the Reign of Winter Pathfinder First Edition game. Hopefully we'll see you guys there.